Hello friends, you must have seen my three previous topics on which I have delivered lecture. Today's I am going to deliver lecture on the effect of aging on immune response, because the aged person becomes weak, and what is the role of immune system in the person, why the person becomes weak. Now, as we know that we have got the two important protective arms, that is T cell arm and B cell arm, that is cell mediated immune response and humoral immune response. Now, T cell T cell response is important for those organisms which are intracellular or mutated cells, especially the cancer cells and other cells which is damaging the health of the old persons. And the main aim to protect those immune cells is the surveillance by T cells. Now, what happens in the old person, as the age increases, thymus is involuted, and involuted, so naturally the T cell population will be decreased. So one arm of the old person is already decreased because of the decrease in number of the T cells. So cell mediated immune response remains less, and that's why they are more prone to intracellular organisms infection, including the cancer cells. So far the B cells are concerned, in that there is no other in B cell there is no changes, there will be formation of antibody. Only the thing is that the nutritional balance should be good. If the protein consumption is less, then the immunoglobulin will become, the production of immunoglobulin will decrease, because the raw material for immunoglobulin is protein, because immunoglobulin is a glycoprotein. So if the raw material protein is less, then there will be less immune response. Now, how to boost your immune response? This is very essential in old age people. What are the techniques which they can boost the immune response? The main aim of nourishment is very important. As I have told you, the protein. The main aim of nourishment is not merely to gain energy and protein, but also strengthen our immune response in order to reduce the risk of ailments and to stay healthy. That's why older people should take sufficient amount of protein. Of course, that should be digestible. The second thing, the immune system must be boosted by eating plenty of vegetables, fruits, nuts, which can provide our body with the nutrients our immune system needs. We have all heard eating an apple a day keeps doctors away. So this is actually true. Studies shown that eating a diet that is having high fiber or antioxidant can keep your immune system working properly. Now, third one, leave the bad habits. Leave the bad habits, that is smoking, consuming of alcohols. You must know that immune system is adversely altered by chronic alcohol use, leading to short and long term impairment of immune system. Alcohol interferes with the function of many cells that are part of the immune system, such as neutrophils, monocytes, and macrophages. So these are important phagocytic cells. So when this will not function, then the phagocytic effect will be decreased. Now next is exercise daily. Minimum 30 to 40 minutes morning walk should be helps. The walk should be brisk. It has been estimated that morning walk, not only it has something special in the morning air, which becomes destroyed after 3 or 4 hours. So morning air is very helpful in increasing the immune system. Now recently, the Studies in human animal models have shown an impaired immune response due to obesity. So obesity is one of the cause by which the immune system is disturbed. So this should be the old people should keep eye to control the obesity. Now the sleeping is equally important because you must have heard that the old people do not get adequate sleep. Sometimes they remain 3 and 4 hours or 2 hours whole night. They can't sleep. So adequate sleep, minimum 6 2 hours per day, is essential to maintaining the immune system. Then take the all steps which avoid the infection, especially atmospheric pollution. Atmospheric pollution. Always develop the habits of washing your hands before each meal and after coming from outside. And you must have had the corona infection. Their emphasis on washing of the hands. Then wash thoroughly the vegetables. Before eating, the vegetables should be thoroughly washed because that may contain preservatives used to prolong the shelf life of vegetable and fruits. So that washing will prevent it from the preservatives used in the preservation of the vegetables. Now next is I find that there are a lot of things in your daily life which results into stress. When we are stressed, the ability of immune system to fight off antigen is reduced and we become more susceptible to infection. So try to avoid stress. Stress is a normal condition that will come, but you should take steps to avoid stress so that you should be healthy. Now you must have heard about the doping in various games. That before starting games, the players they take the drugs which acts as a doping. So many athletes are being disqualified due to doping. Actually, doping causes a pumping of blood into their system to boost numbers of blood cells and enhance their performance. But this may cause a stroke. In case of A gamma globulinemia, when there are 5 types of immunoglobulin: IgG, IgM, IgD, IgE, IgA, and these mostly the IgM, IgG has a very important role in the protection. So if there will be A gamma globulinemia, the level of IgG will be less, then the person will be more susceptible. So that should be checked, and there should not be A gamma globulinemia. Now, it next thing, it will be essential as the near future to defend optimal ways to use the capacity of the immune system to generate long lasting protecting responses against intracellular microorganisms. Because as I have told previously that the number of T cells is important, which is plays important role for the intracellular killing by intracellular microorganisms, so care should be taken. Now the lengthening list of vaccines poses problem to the number of injections a person can take in his lifetime. But due to the advancement in biotechnology, now there are scientists are busy to produce the vaccines in edible fruits like potatoes, bananas. So if you take one potato, one banana, you will be immunized. There is no need of further penetration. Then growth hormone therapy. In old days, what happens that you must have seen that people take the growth hormone. So growth hormone therapy is a promising avenue of immune restoration. Metabolism, melatonin, the principal hormonal product of pineal gland, has also been used as a potential stimulant of immune system. Levamisole is a broad spectrum antibiotics. It has been reported that levamisole appears to function in a manner similar to the thymic hormone thymipoietin, which stimulates T lymphocyte differentiation and their response to antigen. Thus, it enhances cell mediated cytotoxicity, lymphokine production, and suppresses cell function. It also stimulates phagocytic activities of macrophage and neutrophils. Finally, probiotic also stimulates immunity. Now we will see what is probiotics. Probiotics are the living organisms which generally people used to take these days. Suppose you have taken a lot of antibiotics. So those antibiotics destroy the normal flora of intestine. So in that case, even you take antidiarrhea drugs, it is not going to control drug until unless you take probiotics in the form of a lactobacillus. So lactose is available. So lactobacillus is given to restore the flora. In normal cases, when you eat curd. The curd is a good source of probiotics because it consists of lactobacillus. So no one knows how many cells or what the best mix of cells that immune system needs to function at its optimum level during the production of an immune response at old age. So scientists are also gaining a better understanding of what goes on behind the scene during the production of an immune response, but many mysteries remain and this needs further elucidations. We should end with a slogan, live longer by maintaining healthy immune system.